Yeah. So it was me who pressed the wrong button in Zoom. I know many people should know this mistake when you want to reconnect and you're the host and you just switch off everyone. So yeah, I'm back. And Kirk, you were right. The first thought when my actually computer was down, I thought it's about electricity shut off because we keep receiving notifications in San Diego County. We keep receiving notifications that wildfire are wild, and at some point they try to prevent it, right? So my first thought it's about that, but it was not. Let's return to the topic, please. I'm sorry again.
All right. Andrey, if you can share your screen. We
Yeah.
were looking at code. I'm going to attempt to remember the context we were just talking about before the meeting cut out. And you were leaning back in your chair going, oh my God, where do we do this? At PG Restore or PG Dump, right? So this is,
Yeah.
and I was kind of trying to explain, yeah, this is kind of a chicken and egg problem. Once again, we could just hard code and analyze at the end of PG Restore's, materialized view stuff and just analyze everything. But that's kind of not the nuance we were going for. So what we're trying to do is PG dump creates a TOC file which lists all the commands. What we just learned, and he's right there on the code, is this is the command archive entry. And this should look familiar to you, Nikolay, that the archive command has options. It has a tag, namespace, table name, and it includes a create statement and a drop statement, because one of the features is you can set a flag that says delete the objects before creating them when you run PG Restore, for example. And this is how it pulls off that magic. So in this case, there's an index entry. And actually, I think can you open the binary file, the toc.dat in this editor? Can you just find that in the out folder and open that? This would be really valuable if we could see it one way or the other. Cool. So now, if you look at what these entries are saying, okay, if we go down and we find the word index, there you go. So if you go one line up from the drop, that's your index, and that's telling you your type of object. Then there's your create statement. There's your drop statement. These are the things we're setting in that structure. And then all we're doing is later on, when the writer comes through, it writes those into this structure. So in our case, for analyze, we'll have a line that says analyze instead of index, right? And then we're going to have for the create statement, an analyze table. And for the drop statement, we're going to keep that empty. There's nothing to do for dropping and analyze, right? We're not going to do anything if they're dropping. The table doesn't exist. And then there's your schema, and then the owner and some other flags. I think if you look at the binary data like that less than sign, I bet you if you look at the ASCII value of the less than sign, it is the binary value of the length of the create statement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
most probably so.
So, and this is a non-fixed length structured binary type file. So every time it has to include something, it has to write how many bytes of it it's going to have.
Hey Kirk, can you try to increase your microphone volume level? We have
I may be on the wrong
yeah.
mic since we rejoined. I apologize.
I hear you quite well, but we have a complaint in the chat, so maybe you could.
Cool. So someone is looking. Oh, we
Someone is
learning
watching.
internals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we want like similar description for a table with analyze.
Yeah, to me, I mean, basically 99% stays the same. So we need to put this in code. So I would copy the entire archive entry block. And now we got to figure out where to put it relative to the code that is going to call, because we're currently in a routine called dump index. We're going to have to create a routine called dump analyze, and it's going to basically have this structure.
Mhm.
If that
But
makes
it's
sense.
detached from table.
Yeah, it's separate from the table. Yeah. Now we could technically, now that you say it that way, we could for every table add a second object item like that. So that's a good point. We could say we'd have to do it for that and for the materialized views.
Like we now have two objects, dumpable object table and dumpable object table data. And we can have dumpable object analyze.
How about table analyze? Just because we got table data, table analyze, so that it keeps its relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we added analyze at the end. But actually we wanted to call it table analyze.
What about materialized views? Materialized views also separately, like to implement two steps.
I would still maybe call it table analyze, but you're right. It's going to be confusing then.
Maybe it's
better
like
to keep it analyze. Go ahead.
Okay, let's keep it. Let's keep it. We just want to add
By the
it
way,
somewhere. Yes.
By the way, foreign table also can be analyzed, right? Or no? To keep
I don't
statistics
know.
on our side. Last time I touched foreign tables heavily was like 5 years ago. I keep forgetting things. But
I'm
maybe,
not sure.
yeah, let me check analyze comment help.
Okay, so we need to create this dumpable object analyze the same way as table is created. Okay, table data is created. Where this object is created? Here, make table data info. Oh, perhaps. This is interesting. The same routine is used to dump sequences.
Yep.
Like sequence is a table.
Technically, it is. Yeah, technically, it treats it like a table, and it's basically a one row table that contains your current index, your current value. Yeah. So.
So do we want to analyze it too?
No, we don't need it.
No.
Since it's a one row table, it doesn't matter, and it's technically really is a sequence, although it falls
No,
into
sequence. So I checked the documentation for analyze, and it says that tables and materialized views can be analyzed. And interesting behavior. So, and the foreign tables also can be analyzed if it's Postgres FDW. So it depends on the implementation of FDW, particular FDW. And Postgres FDW supports calculation of statistics and storing it locally. But interesting that if we run analyze globally on whole database, only tables, partition tables, and materialized views will be analyzed, but foreign tables won't be analyzed. So it means that we probably should just skip.
Ignore foreign.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I would, because we have no idea how big they are.
But partition tables, and with partition tables, I recently learned the interesting thing during upgrades. Vacuum DB analyzes only individual partitions. I mean, statistics, calculates only statistics for them. but it doesn't do it for partition tables, root tables at all. And that's super interesting. And auto vacuum also doesn't do it. But if you run analyze on partition table manually, in this case, statistics will be calculated for partition table. So there is discrepancy between manual analyze and auto vacuum behavior, and vacuum DB analyze only after upgrades. I don't understand this. Why? Like, to me, it looks strange, but in our case, should we take care of partition tables? Probably yes, but I'm not sure 100%. Yeah. So it's kind of some subtle nuance topic. I guess we just need regular tables and mat views right now, and that's it. Right?
Yeah, exactly. In hacker style, let's get something that works. And
I'm just really afraid that it's a lot of code. So I'm trying to copy code that is creating archive entry for table data, similar but table analyze.
Oh, hold on for a second. Whoa. Go back up to that first comment in this. Nothing to do if we already decided to dump the table. This will happen for config tables. I'm not sure. So I don't know what data object is TB info data object not equals to null, which tells it not to dump the analyze command, basically. So in this case, since this is now for analyze, we don't need to analyze views, but we want to analyze. And these are returning without writing anything into the thing, right? Whereas if we keep going down, eventually it creates the entry. So
I think that's can we create backup dump with data but without structure?
No, it makes no sense. If you want to do that, you just copy files. But I don't know how you would create without getting the database structure, because they'd have to be created.
Okay, let's see.
You can create the structure without data, though, obviously.
I think that object is something that we created here. Yes. So it's just a protection to don't do the same dump twice.
Okay.
So let's just ignore this code and leave it in place.
Okay. Well, why'd you take out that check for explicitly excluded stuff?
Because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that one out. That could be a list of excluded OIDs that the person put on the command line or something to exclude some tables. So if they've been excluded, I wouldn't want to create the analyze for them.
It's table exclude. Yeah, there is no point to do analyze without data, so let's keep it here.
Right. Cool.
Okay, so for format views and for sequences, we are not doing anything, I think.
Right. So for materialized view, we're going to do something. For table data, we're going to do something, right? We got to call our, yeah.
So I can simplify it like this. And this will work for both smart views and tables. We excluded unlogged.
Yeah. Yeah. That should
We
make sense.
excluded a lot of stuff actually. Real views were excluded and all that stuff, and seems to be correct. Assign dump ID.
Okay, so that's how it gets its file name. So we don't need that. Right? Remember that 3663.dat file? That's the dump ID. And you said, where does that come from? Perfect.
Yeah, it's just a counter. Boom, boom, boom.
Now that the last line, that add object dependency, that's a good line to keep. Not that right there, the other block in yellow. Yeah. Add 2 lines down from where your cursor is. Yeah, that add object dependency, line 2911, if you're looking for it. There you go. All right, that one is important. That says, hey, this command is related to this table, right? For our analyze. So that makes sense to keep. Okay.
But I don't see actual analyze here.
No, there isn't.
I saw
because right, because because what it did in just a minute ago was it went and grabbed the data. This is just configuring it to be written out. So where did we get our data from? You had removed it from there, but you see how it in the original structure there, it is a malloc. Do you see the malloc? Go down a little bit. There's a malloc of PG malloc. So you were getting your table data here, and then there was, okay, this is the dump, and then I'm trying to figure out where it's doing the actual dump.
your dump table data.
Yeah, so it'll do that when it hits that case statement on.
So we have to create similar function, dump table data, but dump table analyze. And there we should make archive entry with a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, this is not comparable to table data. It's more comparable to an index, though, right? Table data is an external file that it's going to do a copy command to load in, right? And that's a separate entry from the table create itself. If you flip back your other screen, we can look at that real quick. So just so you see in the TOC file, what's the 2 events, how they're written.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is more like what we're going to output is the create down here, the one that calls whatever archive, and then creates it.
But the form of the function should be of the data function, like not index info, but table info.
Right.
That's why I want to copy table data.
So not table data. How about doing the table? Not the table data one, but the actual do table one, not table data. There you go. That's the one we want to copy. Or we want to just add our code.
I'm afraid it's super. No, it's not super difficult. It seems to be. Where is archive entry? Where do we create archive entry here? We don't do it here.
It's got to be pushed into a function somewhere. Let's
Dump table schema.
there you go. This is it.
This is it, and it's complicated.
Yeah, but we only need that archive command, right? Once we get to it. By the way, remember when I thought about creating the show table command? This is what I started running into. It's like 1,000 times more complicated it feels than you think at first. Yeah, you're still dealing with inherits.
I'm scrolling, and that is just a preparation.
Yeah.
Binary upgrade.
Keep going. Almost.
Oh.
You might be better searching for the word arc, asterisk ARC or something. Yeah. Like, holy cow.
Like, I will skip a very random number, like amount of information. Like, to copy this function, I need some lines from above and some lines from below.
Oh, did we hit the end?
Here.
No. Here it is.
Okay.
That's the line we need. That's the line we need, and then we build. I think we add what we need after that, piece by piece. But fundamentally, this is what we need, because all we're looking for is the create statement. So I think this is copy this and create your and create your dummy function similar in this, but copy this one big call.
Oops. Oh, no, not oops yet.
Don't make us search for it again.
Yes. Okay. So,
so this is the entire call for archive entry, right? So this entire function call for archive entry, f out was the incoming parameter of the pointer to an archive entry. So that came into the function, and then the rest was the info, which came into the function. So
there are sections of.
Yeah, we don't care about post data and pre data because that stuff doesn't exist for the analyze command.
I'm just curious who wrote this 20,000 of lines of code.
For one function, you mean?
Yes, for several functions to create this specified dump of a database. Because like I did backup tool, and it is order of magnitude more simple. Backup, just binary backup is very easy compared to this.
So do me a favor, just editing wise, just copy the code from the beginning of archive entry to the end. Copy this code, go to the start of this routine, and then paste it above the start of this routine, and then copy the header from this routine, so that we get the parameters. Yeah. So just paste this above the dump table schema all the way.
I think I can do just like this. If that's all we want, why not?
Oh yeah,
we have
if we can do
out.
that. The only thing we have to do is that you're going to need the typecasting that comes with that, by the way. So you'll need the parentheses, yeah, so that you can reference it as a TB info object, I think.
Like this.
Yeah, something like that. Perfect. And now we just need to walk through this a little bit and clean up. For example, yeah, good.
Table space.
Absolutely not important to us. I'm trying to, yeah, analyze doesn't matter for table space. Yep.
Section. What sections do we have? Post data.
Or none. What section? Yeah, we may not even have post data to include. I don't know. Search for, can you drop a bookmark here so we can come back and then search for another archive entry to read what they have, because the one from index was simpler.
By the way, see this code. I think it was written the same way. Just someone was scared of that
Yes,
function.
that's funny. So let's look at that one, because that probably does close to what we need, right?
Section data. Because it's large object, it's actually data.
Oh, okay.
Index somewhere. It must be somewhere near dump index.
There it is.
Have entry.
Oh,
Section
section
data.
post data. Good. Now that should make sense to you, Nick, because you guys do this when you do the -lv commands. These are, you can do the, hey, give me the post data commands, which is like all the create indexes, right? And that's the right. So that's the correct section for us to use. Perfect. Now we got to replace the create statement with
Analyze table name.
yeah, with analyze and then the proper formatted table name.
Like this?
Yeah, except for we're going to have to get to the proper formatted table name through a function of the TB info. There you go.
Like this.
That's like that. Perfect. That's exactly what it is.
And Q is QX buffer. QX. Not sure if it was
No, we don't need the backslash in the beginning.
wait. Analyze. Like this?
That should be perfect.
I think we can do something like, oops. Boom, boom. Okay, so create statement is now Q data, like this.
Right. Now I would probably set the, I don't know what to do about the other one. Hopefully it has a good default. Okay. You're right. We probably don't need to put the del statement in. It'll tell us if we try to compile and it doesn't work. We should also look to see if we don't have a do analyze somewhere else in our case statement, because I thought you might have added it once before. Just in the case statement is where I'm at, where we had just added that one. So just make sure if you scroll down lower, there's not another do analyze.
No,
No,
it's
okay,
only
good.
one here. There is one more thing. One more thing here. Make oh, one more place that was bothering me. I can't remember where is it. The function that we added somewhere.
Oh, you're right. We did something with function. Like something with the word analyze in it.
We can see
Search for
here.
analyze. Oh. Make table
Yes.
analyze info.
Yes. Here. We have a dump content analyze thing, and I'm not sure it's turned on anywhere. We can just turn it unconditionally for test.
Okay. Yeah, but I see you created it down below, the number 7.
Yeah, I created it, but I've never assigned it anywhere. So it must be controlled via command line arguments.
Yeah, it should be controlled. Like, I think it should be default on, but it should be possible to turn it off.
Cool.
We have options similar, like we have many options which, for example, skip something, right? Skip in PG, it's option for PG dump, right? And we have.
And where is this option is enabled?
It's
We
not
don't
skip.
have
It's
anything to enable it right now, right?
Okay, let's just.
It's not skip. It's no something. No comments, no publications, no subscriptions, and so on. In PG dump, many options.
Let's just enable it by default.
Right. By the way, there's a small thing I probably could create it myself. PGDump doesn't have no policies option. It should have it, but it doesn't for row level security policies. Yeah, it's a separate story.
But when you don't want to dump the policies, does that mean you don't want it to use it when it dumps? Meaning, right?
I mean, by default, it dumps them, and it has a lot of no options to control what you want to skip. For example, permissions, table spaces, a lot of stuff. But for policies, there is no such flag. And it's something like it was overlooked, I guess. Yeah. We use this ability to work with lists to exclude them when needed. But anyway, it's a different story. By the way, I'm thinking there's also pgdump all. I'm curious what we are doing right here. Will it be included to pgdump all or no? But worth checking later.
I'm pretty confident it will be based on how they usually structure the code.
There are some errors that I need to fix. They're mostly mechanical, but still.
Declared function.
Oh, that's, yeah, hold on. Okay. So yeah, 2854, we didn't actually write that function, did we?
2854?
Yeah. Make
This
table
is a
analyze.
function?
Okay. Oh, but you're referencing it before you get to it.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
added.
but you have it. Oh, good. I got it now. Now I see what you did. Got it.
Actually, there is a convention that static declarations must be at the beginning of the file. So, and I'm violating it now, but
That's fine.
we can fix it later if something will work.
Well, this is like the longest we ever went in time of editing code before compiling. So
yeah. Analyze, there's a typo, right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
missing the Y. It's misspelled. Anally.
Mm. You copied this line from do table.
So, TV info table data info. That's why. You're declaring it as a table data info, and maybe not scroll. Oh, I guess they're all table data info, right? No. Scroll up, find the dump table one. It may be that it's a table info or rel info when you do a dump table. There it is. There you go. Table info. There we go.
Create index. Here it is. Q. Oh, it is. This lines need to initialize.
We might want to allocate some memory to store it into, or to create the actual object. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, it's complete. It was compiled. I will be much surprised if it works, but still. Let's run it. Dump. Table of contents.
Yeah. Well, it's binary, so probably best to vim it. And then
We don't have words analyzer.
ooh, but we have standard, we have weird stuff I don't remember saying before. You see those standard strings? I guess maybe they were there and we just scrolled past them. Go to the
Yeah,
bottom
there
because
was
that's
a.
where it should be.
By the way,
Yeah.
plain text dump should also include our statements in the end of it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's easier to test just plain text. FP, yeah. Or just nothing. And no file needed. And no compression needed. Yeah. Okay.
No analyze here. So.
Why?
I don't
Debugging
know.
or it's already quite late.
Yeah, maybe next time or in the background. I have
synchronous.
no idea where to set a breakpoint. I think we can try
Before
doing
switch and see which cases we visit. I would do this maybe.
where is our function? Here. We can try to make a breakpoint here. 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 And try to
No.
I have a machinery to attach running program, but I need a way to execute new command. And I don't know how it's done. I can try to make something very, very easy, like
Print lining, yes.
Very, very simple print line. We actually executed some of our code.
But we should put one inside of our if. We should block our if with squigglies, right? And then
So
see if it outputs it.
did we create
there you
this? Hello again.
Make install.
Yeah, it's not entering here.
I didn't see you do the make install.
Yeah, also, and high should. Okay.
We did not enter here because
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Because
of this if.
There we go. Change it to if true. Yeah. Or there. Yeah, even better. Hello again.
Hello.
Nice.
No.
Not yet there. Okay.
So let's see what we have. Dump
Hello
options.
again.
Oh, hold on. Dump options. So we're getting into here. Hello again. Keep going down.
We get in here hello again 1, but not this hello again.
Skip partition.
Probably because we're returning early for some reason.
Okay. Okay.
This first if, what is it doing?
I am too stupid already to read the code.
Yeah, okay. Too late.
Okay, good work. Did we make so many changes?
It may be visiting it for every catalog table as well, right? Maybe no. Maybe this whole schema should be. Yeah, so too many of them.
I've added all these debug prints to correct place.
I think we exit on the very first if.
N. Put a /n after that hello.
Notice we have A but not B every time, right?
Probably.
We have only. So we exit on the second if. Because it's all of them are views, those guys.
Oh, so we don't need the fprint A, and we can move the hello again to after the view. So yeah, move that one down to just before B. And then kill the A. Did you make?
No.
I
Did you?
think so.
No.
Ah,
I
it's
didn't
still
see you do the
compiling.
make command. There you go.
I think I accidentally make configure again.
Hmm. Mhm.
B, C, D, F, G.
Yeah, there was no E, you skipped it. So then we got to G. Now, again,
And hello again.
Mhm.
But I don't get it. What's going on?
and then we tell it TD info type, do analyze.
We can print real name, right? Yeah, tbobsh real name to see what table we are processing. Cannot duplicate null pointer.
Now it's prints hello again many times.
Mhm.
Just too many times. Maybe we need parts of this if statement.
Get rid of the ampersand dump component data. Like yeah, that portion, and just do it based on that. Yeah, perfect. So basically only if it's a table.
I have no idea why is it compiling for such a long time.
Hello again, hello again.
Hello
Error.
again.
Cannot duplicate null pointer.
Okay, guys, I just
Yeah.
needed some
Let's wrap it up.
refreshment to debug it later.
It's funny how the client, you think of the dump as not as complicated as the server, but it feels more complicated.
Yeah, the lesson learned today, this like dump logic is much more difficult than expected. Pg dump logic, right?
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope we will do it asynchronously or somehow. And I think we're close, actually. It should be just some simple thing. Okay.
Maybe.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
guys.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Thank you, Uday.
Bye.